It's official. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Guys, this is episode 66 of Unstoppable. And I'm going to be giving you guys some actionable value that you can use to lose 2 pounds a week like clockwork in this video. So stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it once we get live on Instagram. We're going to be going live here in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unstoppable, the elite mind and body podcast for men. I'm your host, Taj Howell. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're going to be discussing a topic that has been widely requested of me, and that is how to lose 2 pounds per week like clockwork. Okay, I shoot for 2 pounds a week of fat loss with every single client that I work with, and I can achieve it time and time and time again. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video, in this podcast right now. Now, before I do, I want you guys to understand something. At the end of this live stream, at the end of this podcast, I'm going to give all of you a free one-on-one fitness assessment where I basically analyze your current situation, see what you need to do in order to lose body fat, build muscle, get into the best shape of your life, and ultimately take your physique to the next level. So if you want that early on and lock that in, let's say you got to leave in the next 10 or 15 minutes before the live stream is over. If you want me to give you a full one-on-one fitness assessment for free where I analyze your current situation to help you take your fitness to the next level, then I want you to comment fat loss right now, okay? Comment fat loss on this live stream right now, and my team and I are going to send you over some information so that you can we're going to send you over a questionnaire to fill out so I can learn about you. And then based on that questionnaire, I'm going to get you an assessment today. So comment fat loss in 1 word or 2 words, doesn't really matter. Comment fat loss if you want me to give you a free fitness assessment. Now, let's move this thing forward. So we need to, if we want to lose 2 pounds per week like clockwork, okay, we need to understand the different types of nutrition and diets. We need to understand the different types of nutrition and diets. So I'm going to outline some of the most important or most common ones that people will typically turn to if they want to lose fat. Okay. The first one is keto. Okay. So what is keto? Keto is essentially shifting your body's energy usage from carbohydrates to fat. Okay. And the way that you go about doing that is by eating primarily fats, lowering your protein, and lowering your carbs. And what this does is it helps you to get into ketosis and change your body's fuel consumption from basically gasoline, which would be your body's carbohydrates, to, let's say, jet fuel, which would be fat, right? So that's what keto is in a nutshell, okay? That's the first one. The second one is carnivore, okay? Carnivore is much different than keto. Carnivore is essentially where you're eating all meat, no veg, no fruits, no carbs, no fucking peanut butter, no nothing. Just a bunch of meat, okay? It's literally like that. That's literally what carnivore is. It's pretty much eating like a carnivore, okay? There is science that backs it, that says it's healthy, it says it's good. There's a lot of people that I know of on social media, and they look great, and they apparently feel great and stuff like that. I don't like carnivore because I don't believe in cutting out entire food groups. I just don't believe in that. It's the same reason why I don't like keto. Because in keto, if you're actually doing keto properly, it means you're eating 75% fat, 10% carbs, 15% protein. That's what a true keto ratio is, okay? If you're just eating low carb and a bunch of meat and protein, you're not doing keto, bro. You're just eating low carb, okay? Real keto is 75% fat, bacon grease, olive oil, avocados, a bunch of shit I don't want to fucking eat, okay? And if you think about it, man, like eating that much fat, dude, like there's also been studies where keto has been shown to increase the risk of fatty liver disease, fucking heart attack, high cholesterol. It's a bunch of shit, okay? So we don't want to do keto either. The next type of nutrition and or diet is fasting, okay? And I want to clear something up right now about fasting, because fasting is not actually a diet. It is a style of eating in which you eat your diet and your nutrition plan in a certain window of hours throughout the day. And what the certain window of hours throughout the day does, eating your food throughout those certain window of the day, is it allows for you to burn through your body's 3 gas tanks. Okay? Here's the deal. Your body has 3 gas tanks. I'm going to explain how fasting works in 30 seconds, so pay the fuck attention. All right? Your body has 3 gas tanks. When you eat food, all 3 gas tanks are full. The first gas tank that it uses for energy is it uses your blood sugar. Okay? It uses your body's blood sugar, sugar that has stored in your blood. It uses that for energy. Once it depletes that gas tank, it turns to the second gas tank, which is your liver storage. Your liver stores about 1,000 calories, give or take, inside of it at any given moment that it can use for energy. Okay. Once it burns through that second gas tank, the third and final gas tank that's available and to be used to actually do shit and to be used for energy is fat stores. Okay. Fat stores. So the whole purpose of fasting, and the way that I do it, is I structure it as a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour window where you eat your food. In that 16-hour fast, you burn through your blood sugar, you burn through your liver storage, and especially if you do a workout within that fasting window of 16 hours, it allows you to burn and oxidize fat for fuel. Okay? So that's what fasting is. Okay? Now, the next type of nutrition or diet to be aware of is macros versus calorie counting. Okay? Macros versus calorie counting. Let's start with calorie counting. Okay? I personally don't recommend calorie counting, and the reason why is because when people do calorie counting, not all calories are made the same. Not all calories are equal, right? So the amount of calories that you would get in a fucking donut is the same amount of calories that you would get in, like, potentially a big meal of chicken, rice and beans, salad, a bunch of stuff that'll actually give you good results when it comes to your fitness, actually give you gains, actually help you progress, actually help you feel good, right? So calorie counting is not what I recommend. What I recommend to all of my clients, and what I do with all my clients, is I teach my clients how to track macros, okay, macronutrients. Macronutrients are proteins, carbs, and fats. And the cool thing about calories that you guys need to learn is that calories are made up of protein, carbs, and fats. Because there's 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 calories per gram of carb, and 9 calories per gram of fat. So anytime you're eating a diet of, let's say, 1,500 calories or 2,000 calories, 2,500 calories, whatever it is, you're eating a certain ratio of protein, carbs, and fats. You may just not know it, right? And so what we want to do is we want to focus on what makes up the calories as opposed to focusing on the calories, okay? So those are the different types of nutrition and diets that most people will turn to if they want to lose fat. Now, guys, if you're just jumping in, we have over 100 people live right now. If you just jumped in the last couple minutes, you don't know, but I am giving a free one-on-one fitness assessment to every single person who watches this podcast, every single person who listens to this podcast. All you have to do to get that free one-on-one fitness assessment is comment fat loss on this live stream right now. So go ahead and flood the comments right now. Flood it with fat loss. Just type the word fat loss, 1 word, 2 words, caps, no caps, I don't give a shit. Just type in fat loss, and I'm going to give you that free one-on-one fitness assessment. Okay? That said, now we have to learn what the different types of training strategies are. Okay? What are the different types of training strategies? Okay? And there's about 3 that I want to talk about right now. The first one, which is the most common that people turn to when they want to lose fat, is just steady state cardio. They're like, you know what? I'm going to start running. I'm going to start walking, hiking. I'm going to start rollerblading. No, I don't think anybody fucking rollerblades anymore, bro. It's not the same. This ain't the 90s, right? But maybe it is. Maybe some of you guys rollerblade. I don't know. But let's say most people, when they want to lose body fat, they jump into some sort of steady state cardio, okay? Some sort of steady state cardio. And because they're doing some sort of steady state cardio, they typically focus on just doing that. And the reason why they don't lose fat, I'm going to tell you here in a minute. I'm not going to give away the whole details yet. Okay? But that's number 1 of the types of training, is steady state cardio. The second type of training that people do when they want to lose fat is weightlifting, right? So they'll go to the gym, they'll lift weights, chest day, back day, shoulder day, leg day, arm day, all that kind of shit. Or they'll do push-pull legs, or they'll do whatever training split it is. They'll do some sort of training split in the gym where they're lifting weights. The third type of training that people turn to when they want to lose fat is high intensity interval training. Okay, whether that's on the machine, whether that's outdoors, whether that's using weights and doing timed interval workouts where you're doing a certain set of an exercise, say curls, and then you're doing a certain set of an exercise like shoulders, and then you're doing burpees, and then you're doing jump rope, whatever it is, that would be considered high intensity training as well. Okay, so three types of weight training. Three types of training. Now, what I want to do now that you guys understand, okay, here are the different types of nutritional diets that we can use. Here are the different types of training strategies that we can use. What I want to do is blend them together and teach you guys specifically right now how to go about losing 2 pounds per week like clockwork. Okay, I'm going to teach it to you right now. First of all, anytime you're looking to lose body fat, the most important thing that you could do, the most important thing that I recommend is creating the best possible environment in your body for fat loss. Okay? You need to create the best possible environment in your body for fat loss. Now, I have coached over 600 I believe we're at 630 now. I've coached over 630 men over the last decade on how to lose fat, build muscle, build the best physique ever. Okay? So I think I know what I'm fucking doing. I'm qualified to do this shit. All right? My recommendation to create the best possible environment for fat loss is to, number one, implement intermittent fasting. Okay, intermittent fasting is going to create a fantastic environment where we are allowing our body to tap through its 3 gas tanks that I described before: your blood sugar, your liver storage, and then ultimately oxidizing fat for energy. I want you to implement fasting right out of the gate. Boom. A 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating window, the same times each day, 12 to 8, 11 to 7, 10 to 6, whatever it is. Okay? You're going to implement that number fucking 1. Then number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to start yourself at maintenance calories. Maintenance calories, which means you're going to calculate what your BMR is, your basal metabolic rate. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm using kind of clinical terms right now. And if you don't know what that is, I apologize. But if you do a simple Google search, you're going to understand basal metabolic rate is how much calories you need to basically eat, how much calories your body burns in a day, so that if you eat those amount of calories, you should stay the same weight. That's what we're focusing on, is we're focusing on implementing a maintenance calorie situation where we implement that and we see how your body responds. Okay? So step 1 to losing 2 pounds a week like clockwork is to implement a 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule and implement maintenance calories by learning what your basal metabolic rate is. Now, I'm going to just give you a recommendation for basal metabolic rate right now so that you don't have to go calculate it. And you guys can pretty much all apply this to your lives. It's going to be really, really simple. All you're going to do is I want you to just start at 2,000 calories a day. Most grown men can eat 2,000 calories a day and shouldn't gain or lose weight. Like that's like just kind of like a safe number, okay, that you can start at. So what you're going to do is 2,000 calories, boom, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to break that down into these ratios, okay? Break down into these ratios. 1 gram of protein. Write this down, by the way. If you don't have a fucking pen and paper, you're not going to remember this. Write this down. 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Okay? So if you weigh 210 pounds, but your lean body mass, like if you didn't have any fat, was 175, then you would eat 175 grams of protein. Okay? So whatever your lean body mass is, if you want to learn what your lean body mass is, go get on an in-body machine at your nearest gym, or go get your fat percentage checked at a DEXA scanning facility or with your nearest personal trainer. That's what I would recommend. Okay, so get your body fat checked, see what your lean body mass is, 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Okay, and we got a ton of questions coming in. Guys, I'm going to answer questions at the end. So keep asking questions if you want to, but I'll come back up at the end and answer these questions. Okay, so 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body mass. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to eat 50 grams of fat every day. Okay, don't even ask me why. Just fucking do it. Okay, I've done this over 600 times. You don't need more than 50 grams of fat unless you're doing keto. The only reason why the body needs fat is for brain and organ function, and 50 grams is more than enough for you to maintain brain and organ function. You do not need more than that. Okay, if there's somebody else out there who disagrees with me, I don't give a fuck. 50 grams of fat a day is what you need to eat. You're going to be set. Trust me. Okay. So now you have your lean body mass in total grams of protein per day, and you've got 50 grams of fat. Really simple, right? Now what we do is we calculate how much carbs you need to eat, and I'm going to share with you how to do that. Okay. So if you figure out in that 210-pound guy example, he has 175 pounds of lean body mass. Let's calculate how much carbs he gets to eat based on a 2,000 calorie maintenance target level. Okay. So I want you guys to follow along. I know this is getting it might be getting a little bit confused. If you're confused, try to follow along the best you can. Okay. Remember, I told you there's 4 calories per gram of protein, 4 calories per gram of carb, and 9 calories per gram of fat. So we're going to calculate how many calories we're currently eating in this example. So 175 grams of protein, because his lean body mass is 175 pounds. We're going to multiply that by 4. Boom. Okay. That is 700 calories. Okay. So 700 calories in protein. Okay. Now we're going to take 50 grams of fat and we're going to multiply it by 9, because there's 9 calories per gram of fat, which equals 450 calories in his 50 grams of fat. Is this making sense so far? I hope it's making sense. Now what we do is we say, okay, we've got 700 calories in protein, 450 calories in fat, which means we have 850 calories left. Okay, so now what we do is we take 850 calories left. I hope you guys are this is all making sense to you. We divide it by 4. Okay, what does that give us? It gives us 212 grams of carbs. So 212 grams of carbs is what we're going to be shooting for in a maintenance calories. Okay, in maintenance calories. So we got 2,000 calories, 175 grams of it, 175 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, 212 grams of carbs. That is step 1. Okay, this is only 5 steps, so we're actually going to be able to blast through the next few really, really quickly. And guys, before I share with you the next 4 steps on how to lose 2 pounds per week, like clockwork, what I want you to do is, if you want me to send you a free one-on-one fitness assessment, comment the word fat loss on this video. Comment fat space loss on this video, on this podcast right now, and I'm going to send you a free one-on-one fitness assessment where I analyze your current situation and help you build a strategy just like this so you can ultimately lose fat and get in the best shape of your motherfucking life. All right? So comment fat loss right now. Now, we just went over step 1. Step 1 to losing 2 pounds a week like clockwork is to put yourself on maintenance calories, break up the macros the proper way, and implement a intermittent fasting schedule, okay, in order to create the best environment possible for fat loss, okay? So that is the first step. The second step is to implement HIIT-focused training. HIIT-focused training, okay? Not weight-focused training, not steady-state cardio-focused training. Your goal is to do high-intensity muscle sparing exercise to get insane results. Now, what do I mean by this? If your goal is fat loss, the best possible thing that you could do is focus on HIIT, okay? So that means do a 30-minute HIIT workout, whether it's boxing, whether it's kickboxing, whether it's the style of HIIT that I do on my page, okay? There's a style of HIIT I do on my page where we grab two dumbbells, 7 exercises, 9 exercises back to back, 30 to 45 seconds, then some cardio, and then we rest and repeat. Whatever it is, if you want to learn about specific HIIT exercises or workouts that you can use, go to my page. There's a bunch on there, okay? So you're going to focus and do HIIT on a daily basis 5 to 6 days a week, okay? You're going to choose that. Then on top of that HIIT, because that's your top priority, that's priority number 1, you can do other shit. Okay, you can surf also. You can run also. You can weight lift also. You can power lift also. You can do CrossFit. You can fucking rollerblade. Okay, you can do whatever you want exercise-wise, but your primary focus is HIIT. Never, ever miss your HIIT. It burns the most amount of calories in the least amount of time. It elevates your heart rate better than anything else. And on top of that, it creates an afterburn effect because your body temperature is going to raise so motherfucking high. You're going to be sweating absolute buckets. It's going to create an afterburn that lasts for hours afterwards. Guys, when I do high-intensity training, I do boxing specifically. So when I box and my body temperature gets through the roof, my heart rate gets to 145, 150, 160 beats a minute, dude, I am hot for hours afterwards. Hours. I'm sweating for hours. I take an ice-cold shower, I'm still fucking sweating because of the power of high-intensity interval training. Okay, high-intensity interval training. Okay, so someone just asked me what I mean by HIIT. High-intensity interval training means elevating your heart rate with high-intensity exercise. Okay, if you don't know what HIIT is, go to my page. I just gave out a HIIT workout literally 2 days ago. You can read it. It says HIIT workout. Okay, go check that out or implement something else super high intensity, whether it's swimming, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is. Okay, so your primary focus is high-intensity training. Step 3 is going to be to remove 100 to 200 calories per week that you don't lose 2 pounds. Okay? If you do not lose 2 pounds, you are going to remove 100 to 200 calories from your carbs. Okay? Any week that you do not lose 2 pounds, you are going to reduce 100 to 200 calories from your carbs. Now, your carbs, right, because there's 4 calories per gram of carbs, that means you're going to reduce 25 to 50 grams of carbs any week that you do not lose 2 pounds. That's fucking it. So we started at 175 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, 212 grams of carbs. You're going to start there. If you don't lose 2 pounds, you're going to reduce 25 grams of carbs or 50 grams if you want to be safe. So reduce 50 grams of carbs. Boom, you're at 162 grams of carbs next week. Let's say you lose 2 pounds. Great. Keep it the same. Say you lose 2 pounds again. Great. Keep it the same. You say you lose 2 pounds again. Great. Keep it the same. The week that you don't lose 2 pounds, you drop it by another 25 to 50 grams of carbs. Does this make sense? It's very fucking simple. Then, once we get all the way down to 100 grams of carbs, we don't reduce down to 75 or 50. What we do is we do step fucking 4 in this process. And step 4 in this process is a bonus. It's a bonus! Okay? Who's ready? Because what I just taught you is going to help you lose 2 pounds a week like clockwork. Legit. If you do what I just told you, you implement that right now, you're going to lose 2 pounds a week like clockwork. Who's ready for a bonus? Okay? If you want to hear the bonus, I want you to comment bonus right now. All right? If you want to hear what the bonus is on how you can guaranteed lose 2 pounds a week like clockwork even after the badass strategy I just gave you stops working, I want you to comment bonus right now. Bonus. Oh, yeah, we got the bonuses coming in. We got the bonuses coming in. That's what I like to see. Someone commented boner. That's not what I asked you to comment. I asked you to comment bonus. All right, but boner works too. I mean, I hope you don't have one looking at me if you're a dude. But hey, you might. Don't know. Not sure. Okay? A bunch of people commented bonus. This is what I like to fucking hear. This is what I like to see. Here's the bonus. As soon as you get to 100 grams of carbs, okay? As soon as people are laughing at my shit. As soon as you get 100 grams of carbs, you're not going to continue to reduce by 25 to 50 grams. You're not going to continue to reduce by 100 to 200 calories. What you're going to do is you're going to implement carb cycling. Carb cycling. Okay? What you're going to implement is carb cycling. Now, what is carb cycling? Carb cycling is where, essentially, you eat 0 carbs from Monday to Thursday. Okay? You eat 0 carbs from Monday to Thursday. Then what you do is you eat carbs, 100 grams of carbs, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? So 0 carbs, none, Monday to Thursday. Not even a fucking blueberry, bro. Nada. And then what you do is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you eat 100 grams of carbs. Okay? The reason why this works so well is because most people, I think the statistic is fucking shocking, to be honest. Most people are, it's like over 50%, about 60% of people are insulin resistant and they don't even know it. Now, what that means is, and people are like, yo, zero carbs is crazy. Hear me out on this, bro. Okay? Hear me out on this, and I'll tell you why. Most people are insulin resistant and they don't even know it. What that means is, anytime you eat carbs, if you are insulin resistant, okay, your insulin spikes whenever you eat carbs. It's just science, okay? Then what happens is when the insulin spikes, fat cells have an insulin receptor, okay? Fat cells have an insulin receptor on them. And what happens is anytime there's insulin in your body, aka after you eat carbs, your fat cell with the insulin receptor, an insulin cell molecule will attach to that fat cell. And what happens when they're attached is they're extremely hard. Your fat cells are way harder to burn when you have insulin resistance. Okay? And how do you know if you have insulin resistance? If you have anything higher than, I'd say, 18 to 20% body fat, I'd say 99% of people have some form of insulin resistance because they've allowed themselves to gain too much body fat. That's just the way it is. So if you have any sort of gut, stomach, whatever it is, you definitely have at least some insulin resistance, which is why this works so well. Because what happens is 4 days, Monday through Thursday, you don't eat any carbs. And I know it sounds crazy. Oh my God, he's talking crazy talk. I'm not talking fucking crazy talk, bro. I know what I'm doing. 4 days you eat no carbs. What happens is you have no insulin spike. And because you have no insulin spike, you have nothing that's bound to your fat cells, which leaves your fat cells easily able to be oxidized and used for energy. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So your bonus is once you get to 100 grams of carbs, you're going to implement carb cycling after that. Okay? Bonus number two. I got all these bonuses. Y'all just giving out so much value. Okay, if you guys are getting value right now, I want you to comment value on the live stream. All right, and if you're listening to the podcast, there's nothing for you to comment on. You can just leave me a comment and just be like, this is the best podcast ever. And I'll be like, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Okay? But comment value if you guys are getting value from this video right now. Okay? Now, bonus number two is to throw in an OMAD day. Okay? OMAD. O-M-A-D. What is OMAD? OMAD stands for 1 meal a day. Okay? You're not going to do that every day. Okay? You're not even going to do it 5 days a week. You're only going to start with 1 day. Boom. 1 day in the week, you're going to eat 1 meal. And that meal is as follows. You're basically going to have a 1 hour eating window, usually dinner time. And what you're going to do is at dinner time, you're going to have a 1 hour eating window. You're going to eat as much meat and veg as you want to fill yourself up. Okay? Because we're still doing carb cycling, right? So no carbs. So what can you eat? Meat, veg. That's basically where you fucking live. Meat, veg, protein shakes, sugar-free shit. Okay? That's where you live, dog. What you're going to do is you're going to eat as much meat and veg as you can, or as you need to feel full inside of that 1 hour eating window. And then if you're still hungry 30 to 45 minutes later, you are going to have a protein shake. Okay, so you can have a protein shake. You can blend it up. You can put peanut butter in it. Totally cool. Okay, so it's a 1 hour eating window, dinner, and a protein shake. That is a 1 meal a day strategy. Now, someone said if they're a type 1 diabetic, this won't work. That is true. It will not work for you. I am super sorry. This is for people that don't have type 1 diabetes. I apologize for that. But I will make more videos in the future that speak specifically to people that have type 1 and type 2 diabetes as well. Okay? But essentially, I'm going to go through the steps again so you guys can all take note of them. All right. And before I do, I just want to remind you, if you're new to this live stream right now, and there's 80 of you still live, if you want me to do a free one-on-one assessment of your current situation in fitness, assess where you're at currently, and help you build a step-by-step strategy to lose fat and build muscle and get in the best shape of your life, then comment the word fat loss. Okay, comment the word fat loss, fat space loss on this live stream right now, and my team is going to send you over the questionnaire that I need you to fill out. Once you get it back to me, I'll send you an assessment today. Okay, today. Now, here's the steps one last time, and then we're going to drop this live stream. Okay, so step number 1 is to create the best possible environment in your body for fat loss if you want to lose fat. And that is to, number 1, implement a 16-hour intermittent fasting schedule. So 16-8 intermittent fasting schedule. And implement maintenance calories. Okay, maintenance calories and an intermittent fasting schedule. Step 2 is to implement high-intensity interval training into your workouts. Okay, you don't have to only do HIIT training. You can still run, you can still swim, bike, board, rollerblade, surf, box, fucking's cardio too, weightlift, powerlift, whatever you want to do. Okay, totally cool. You can still do all that stuff, but your primary focus is HIIT, high-intensity interval training. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is to reduce your carbs by 25 to 50 grams any week that you do not lose 2 pounds. Because remember, the goal is 2 pounds per week of consistent fat loss. Okay, so any week that you do not lose 2 pounds, you're going to reduce your carbs by 25 to 50 grams. Okay. Step 4 is once you get to all the way down to 100 grams of carbs, you're not going to continue reducing carbs like that. What we're going to do is we're going to shift you straight into carb cycling, where you eat 0 carbs Monday through Thursday, and then 100 grams of carbs Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to reduce your insulin level. It's going to allow your fat cells, which have that insulin receptor, to be unbound and freely oxidized through the course of the week while you're doing all of your workouts and while you're getting great results, while you're pushing yourself. And then once that carb cycling starts to slow down and stops working, then what we do is implement OMAD days, where we eat 1 meal in the day, you have a 1-hour eating window, and you eat as much as you want in meat and veg, followed by a protein shake 30 to 45 minutes later. Okay? Guys, I hope this makes sense to all of you. I hope this makes sense. This is literally what I do with every single one of my clients. This is why my clients lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds in 4 months of my program. This is why clients go from fat fucks to 6-packs within 6 to 12 months of my program. This is why I've been successful year after year after year after year with over 630 men in my program. If you want to lose 2 pounds per week every single week like clockwork, follow these steps. Okay. And if you want me to do a one-on-one fitness assessment with you absolutely free today, then comment the word fat loss right now, the words fat loss right now on this live stream, and I will send you a questionnaire to fill out. I will analyze your current situation, analyze your body, take a look at your photos, and give you a step-by-step strategy and formula to help you get in the absolute best shape of your life for free. For free. So comment fat loss right now if you want access to that for free, and we're going to get that over to you motherfucking day. Okay? Now, that being said, guys, this has been a long, like 30 minutes. 30-minute long podcast. Also, if you guys want the replay of this podcast, it's going to be up on the actual podcast itself. Okay, you can't watch live replays on Instagram, but what you can do is you can subscribe to my podcast, motherfucker. Okay, this is called Unstoppable, the Elite Mind and Body podcast for men. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to go on Google or on Google Podcasts or on Google, fucking Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts, you're going to type in the word Unstoppable, the Elite Mind and Body podcast for men, or you can just type in my name, Taj Howell, the way it's spelled on Instagram, and you're going to be able to find the podcast itself. What I'm also going to do right now, while you guys are still commenting fat loss, remember, if you guys want me to do a free one-on-one fitness assessment with you, all you have to do is comment fat loss on this video right now. So go ahead and do that while I'm finding you the link to Unstoppable. Here is the link to Unstoppable. I'm going to pin it in the live stream. See here. I'm pinning this comment right now. That is the link to the Unstoppable podcast. If you guys want to subscribe, and get notified anytime we're doing new podcasts, that's where you find it. All right, you guys. Does anyone have any questions? I want to open up the floor right now for questions. Does anybody have any questions about losing fat, about the 4-step process that I just explained to you? Does anyone have questions about carb cycling or OMAD? Does anybody have questions about macronutrients? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, Leafs_1 asked, how do you know how many carbs you're eating? Okay, so what I told you at the beginning of this live stream was that you need to start your fat loss strategy on maintenance calories. If you don't know what that means, if you don't understand basal metabolic rate and all that crazy stuff, then all I want you to do is just keep this really fucking simple. I'm just going to tell you what to do right now without confusing you. You're going to eat 175 grams of protein because the majority of men don't have more than that in muscle anyways. Okay, so 175 grams of protein per day. Write that down. You're going to eat 50 grams of fat per day. Write that down. You're not going to fucking change those numbers. They're going to stay the same your entire fat loss process. 175 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat. Then you're going to start your fat loss process eating 200 grams of carbs. Okay, you're going to implement high intensity training, cardio, all the different stuff. But like I said, focus on high intensity interval training. Okay, and if you do not lose 2 pounds, you're going to reduce your carbs by 25 to 50 grams. Okay, and if you don't know how to track macros, Google it. Okay, go on YouTube, figure it out. It's not that hard. Figure out how to do it. Start doing it 2 motherfucking day. Okay, hope that answers your question. They call me Space asked, what can you eat with no carbs? That's a great question. Meat, veggies, sugar-free Jell-O, pepperoni sticks, turkey pepperoni sticks. I give those to my clients a lot. And protein shakes and peanut butter, motherfucker. But just make sure that your fat doesn't go over 50 grams. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's see what other questions we got. How do you work with people who travel and have busy work schedules? Skies_the_limit asks, how do you work with people who travel and have busy work schedules? So check this out. It's actually very fucking easy. The reason why it's easy is because the majority of my clients, if they're on fat loss, if they're trying to lose fat, only work out 30 to 40 minutes a day. Okay? Anyone can fit 30 to 40 minutes a day of high intensity interval training. Also, if you work with me, you don't need a gym because I'll teach you how to work out just using bands, resistance bands. You'll be able to buy a pack of bands for $30 on Amazon, and then wherever you go, wherever you travel to, you're going to have your bands in your fucking carry-on bag, and you're going to be able to do the workout that you need to do and get results. And then all we do, if you're traveling as far as food is concerned, is we focus on carb cycling. We cycle carbs. And so anytime you need to eat out, you eat no carbs Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have fucking carbs. And then I usually give my clients 2 cheat meals-ish. Yeah, usually 2 cheat meals. So skies_the_limit. I'm actually going to write you down, dude. What I want you to do is, if you haven't yet, sky's the limit. What I want you to do is I want you to comment fat loss right now. And I'm going to do a free one-on-one fitness assessment of where you're at in your current situation for your health and fitness right now, today. And we're going to see how we can set up some sort of strategy that's going to take you to the next level, even if you're busy and have a crazy work travel schedule, bro. Okay. All right. Let's see. Any more questions? D-Ho. Oh no. DJ Johnny P. What up, DJ Johnny? How you doing, dog? I want to hear your shit. Send me some music, DJ Johnny P. I love fucking music. Apart from the 5 steps, best way to target and eliminate belly fat, fastest way to chase a 6-pack apart from the regular ab exercises. So, bro, you cannot target belly fat. It doesn't work, unfortunately. What you have to do is lose 2 pounds a week, every week, until you're 12% body fat. That's the only thing that's going to work for you. DJ Johnny P, if you haven't yet, comment fat loss on this video, and I'm going to do a free fitness assessment on you today where I tell you exactly what you need to do to get that 6-pack, eliminate the gut, get the fucking 6-pack, bro. But yeah, you should be training abs 3 days a week, but then your main goal is going to be to lose fat. Okay. Any other questions? Let's see. We have one more. It looks like. Can I do zone 2 cardio? Yep. You absolutely can do zone 2 cardio. Add it to your high intensity training. Your high intensity training will get your testosterone or your heart rate even higher than that. What do you think of testosterone replacement if your levels are low? You should Jesse_S_fo ask that. I think that there is zero benefit for a man to ever live with low testosterone. Okay. I personally do testosterone replacement, because when I was bodybuilding, I used to use steroids. I'm completely open. I'm an open book. I'm transparent. I don't fucking lie to you guys like a lot of these other idiots do. I used to use a lot of steroids back when I was competing in bodybuilding, IFBB, WBFF. Now I only use testosterone replacement, and I keep my levels at around 900 to 1,000 in free tests. If your testosterone levels are low, you should try to get in shape, lose body fat, and build muscle first. And then after you do that, you get to 12% body fat and you build muscle and you get stronger. If your levels are still low, then yes, I would recommend replacing it. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Julio_Cash asks, where do I find your podcast? I pinned a comment on this live stream that has the podcast there. Okay. So go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts, type in the word unstoppable, and then type in my name, Taj Howell. Unstoppable, Taj Howell. Boom. It's going to come up everywhere. Even if you listen on fucking iHeartRadio. It's on every podcast platform because we distribute it everywhere. Okay, guys? That's the end of the questions. I've been on this live stream for fucking, oh my God, wait, hold on. Nope, there's more questions. Shit. Okay. Recommended times for workouts, morning, evening, before meals. I recommend, and that's Chavez DP 101. Okay. Chavez DP 101. Okay, so bro, check this out. Workout in your fasting window. So whenever you're fasting, that's when you should work out because your goal is to burn the most amount of calories while you're fasted. Sense10._ asks, how many days a week I need to train my belly to get a six-pack? You need to I would train your abs 3 days a week, but you need to lose body fat. And if you need to lose body fat, then you should work with me, because I can help you get there faster than you've ever fucking thought is possible. 2 pounds a week of consistent fat loss. If you want me to do a fitness assessment on you to teach you how I can do that, comment fat loss right now. DJ Johnny P, last question. What's a good protein shake to take? I recommend BioEdge, okay, because it's BioEdge, one word. If you want 10% off your order on BioEdge, all you have to do is type in the promo code EVOLVED. Okay, so bioedge.com, one word. The plant-based protein is what I recommend, and then evolved for the promo code. Okay. What else? I think that's it, guys. All right, sweet. Rock and roll. To those of you who just joined in the last couple of seconds, if you want me to do a one-on-one free fitness assessment for you, where I analyze your current situation and help you build a step-by-step strategy to lose fat and build muscle and get in the best shape of your life, all you have to do is comment fat loss, and we're going to send you over a couple quick questions to answer, and I'm going to get you a free fitness assessment done and completed today so you can start taking your fitness and your body and your physique to an entirely new level. All right? So I'm going to let this live stream kind of fizzle out, and if there's anybody left that wants to comment fat loss, do it now, because in 1 minute, T-minus 1 minute, I'm logging off this motherfucker. All right? So comment fat loss. And I hope everybody's day is going well. I'm very, very hot right now because it's like 30 degrees here in Dominican Republic. Hope you guys are fucking having the best day ever. All right, cool. It looks like nobody else is commenting fat loss. Good shit. We're good to go. We already got a bunch of people. I got to get to work and get you guys all your fucking fitness assessments. So we will see you all in the next Unstoppable podcast when I go live, probably Monday. All right, Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern. So stay motherfucking tuned. Have the best weekend of your lives. And peace the fuck out.